Hi, everyone. My name is Jing. I come from IBM China System Lab. I'm currently working on software-defined infrastructure. So today, I will talk to you about a healthcare dynamic big data solution on OpenPOWER. So I will not talk about some deep technologies, but a solution to solve some real customer pain points. So I hope this will, okay. So I have very simple agenda. So first, let's take a look at the challenges in the data-driven healthcare organization. Then I will show you an IBM product that can be a good candidate as the foundation in that customized solution for healthcare customers. At last, I will show you the big data as a service operation and the maintenance solution built on top of PCM and OpenPOWER. So from last year, we started to engage with some China local healthcare customers, and we realized that in healthcare industry, it has become more and more data-driven because of the following factors. So I will not go through the factors here, but I think these factors not only applies to China market, but also applies to other big countries. So the below flow shows the analytics continuum for healthcare industry. So you can see from the flow that from the beginning, so the raw data generation, from the transaction reporting to the last step, the advanced analytics for healthcare data, all these steps are data-driven. So actually the healthcare companies have the same motivation to build up a common, unified platform to meet their new business model. So the customer we engage, the healthcare customer, their new business model is to gather the healthcare data from their partners. Usually the partners are hospitals, so the hospitals can get the raw data from the raw data and put the data to the headquarter data center, and the healthcare company can analyze this data and provide the data service to their end users. So to build up such a unified big data platform for healthcare customer, so let's take a look at the challenges first. So this chart shows the overall solution for this kind of healthcare customers. So you can see from this chart that the total solution is built up on top of multiple clusters. So the left side is actually the headquartered big data cluster, and the right side is the remote side clusters. So the problem is they are just like I just mentioned, there are lots of hospitals located in different regions in China. I think it's similar to, for other countries. So the number of the remote sites is very big. So for the customer. So for the customers, they have the first challenge is to how to efficiently manage the multi-clusters in a unified platform. So currently, actually, the remote sites are manage their cluster individually. So there is also some other challenges such as the security and the usabilities. And the second challenge for the customer is that is the complexity. Because as we all know that the big data stack is very complicated. It's composed by many open sourced components. And the customer would like to ensure the the big data stack are same across different different sites. So that's a big challenge for the customer. Also, they need to ensure the upgrades across different sites can be managed in the same platform. So it's very hard in the current customer solutions. So the third challenge is the security and usability. I just mentioned that because currently the remote site customer is manage their cluster individually. Even they are manage their cluster manually. So it's introduced lots of security and usability problems. So to solve these challenges, we figured out that we have existing products that can be a good candidate to be the foundation of the new solution for healthcare customers because so the name of the product is Platform Cluster Manager, PCM, is because it's a good system management tool on top of OpenPOWER. And the healthcare customer is very interested in IBM OpenPOWER platform because of the benefits it can get from OpenPOWER. But I will not mention that a lot here because a lot it has been mentioned in other sessions these days. So second, the PCM has a good pattern-based cluster management capability that can be used to standardize the customer's big data stack and other software components so that they can manage the multi-sites in a very easy way. So let me have a very quick introduction to PCM. So if you are from HPC domain, you must be very familiar with this tool. So it's actually the most powerful lifecycle management for scale-out cluster environments. But now it's not only applies to HPC domain, but also applies to other areas. For example, HPC, cloud computing, big data, hyperscale, and etc. So PCM has lots of key capabilities. So for example, the cluster template designer and the multi-tenancy capability. These are very key capabilities for this healthcare solution. Also, PCM has the alerting and reporting function and automated infrastructure management. And it has also all the possible enhanced cluster management capabilities. So the customer can get a lot of benefit from these capabilities. So this chart just shows the how is PCM managing node personalities. So all these operations can be done on the GUI, and it's all OpenPOWER certified. And this is the hardware management and monitoring snapshots from PCM. So it provides the monitoring and all the possible management capabilities, include power cycling, firmware update, and etc. I will not go through all this. Also, it can monitor the network switch and chassis, and IBM Spectrum Scale storage. It can all be monitored. So pattern-based cluster management is the key feature of PCM. That's why it can be the foundation of this healthcare solution. So with the pattern-based cluster designer, the customer can very easily to design their cluster in a drag and drop manner on the GUI. Also, with the designed cluster template, the cluster can be deployed and management in a one-click basis. It's very easy for the customer. Also, this designer can be easily integrated with other popular tools. For example, Embarry. In this case, Embarry is used to manage the big data stack. So let's take a look at how we build this solution by using OpenPOWER and PCM. So just like I mentioned, to use pattern to standardize the big data stack. So with PCM cluster designer, the customer can easily model their multi-system big data stack into cluster template. So and automate their configuration while embedding RESTful API. So you can see from this box, all the components can be modeled in the cluster template, including the big data stack managed by Embarry and operating system and other components here. So with the upgrade capability provided by PCM, the customer can easily upgrade from the old version to the new version and easily add new component in the cluster template. So also, because the customer solution is based on multi-size, it can be easily PCM can be acting as the orchestrator to deploy the software stack to different locations. It also leverages SCAD service node function to automation works on the remote side. So at last, with this solution, the customer can easily accelerate their cluster delivery on multiple sites and reduce their cost, and finally help the customer to confidently innovate on the healthcare itself instead of spending a lot of time on the cluster infrastructure management work. So, so that's my topic today. And by the way, during I'm writing this slides, the PCM has been rebranding to Spectrum Cluster Foundation, a new name. If you see a Spectrum Cluster Foundation, that's the new name of PCM. This new name also is telling that PCM is not only a product, but also a foundation in other scale-out solutions. For example, cloud computing, big data, hyperscale, and etc. So if you have any further questions, you can feel free to reach out with us. So thank you.